Hi everybody, GingaNinja here and welcome back to another episode on the survival series. On today's episode we are going to be talking about how to farm animals and the reasons why and what you get from them. So let's get started with that. But before we go head over to where we're going to be setting up the farm, I'm just going to show you this. This is what I've just done on a live stream. So I've made a path leading from our cabin in the woods and it leads all the way to our wheat farm, and we've also got a bridge in place over the valley. So if you guys want to see this getting made, it's a very nice bridge. It's a very nice bridge. I will have a link in the description to the second channel that has the VOD for that, so you can see how this thing's getting made. I like it. It's a very good bridge. In last episode we finished our crop farm, which is wheat, and we are producing a lot of wheat and seeds. So I've got 2 double chests here. We've got ourselves a nearly half chest of wheat and nearly half chest of seeds. So we're starting to get a bit of a build up of this, which is great. And seeing as 3 stacks of wheat will make 1 stack of bread, we are good for food at the moment. It's not the best food bread, but it's food. We will take it. But we are going to talk about animals, and we need to find somewhere where we want to set these guys up. I'm kind of liking the idea that we've done here with these like little island farms, so I think I'm going to continue that. And I think there's one over there which is pretty sizable for at least 2 of the animals we're going to be dealing with today. One is cows and one is sheep, and we'll talk about the reasons why those 2 when we get to them. But let's check out this island first. I think this island's going to do nice. This is a nice sizable place. We can make it look like these animals are free roaming. We can have a couple of shelters in here as well. Maybe fence off, yeah, we're going to fence off the sheep from the cow, and they can have their own little like open house barn kind of thing going on. Yeah, so I need to clear out these trees, and so we've got like a blank canvas, and then we will meet back up. So see you in a sec. Okay, so that's done. We just got the last of the leaves are decaying, and we're getting lots of drops from these, which is cool. And we just need to figure out how we're going to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the wood, get these sticks, and we're just going to dump all these in here and make planks. And then we're going to turn these sticks and planks into oak fences. What does that give us? Might be enough just to get started with. We'll see what happens. But we do need a little bit more. And then we're going to turn these ones into an oak fence gate. And all the woods have their same variants of the fences and fence gates as well. And we just need a couple of those. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a couple of pens. I'm going to make one for sheep and one for cows, so we can just keep them separated for now until we have this island ready for them. We need to put a perimeter on the outside to stop them from actually leaving the island. So yeah, first thing is I want to get the animals here, and I think I've seen some cows. Yes, I've got some cows and sheep up there. So maybe our best shout is to maybe make these pens over here. Can hear a skeleton rattling then. I think there's a cave or something under here, so you hear them occasionally. Don't need anything perfect. This is just literally to get started with, so we can get these guys on the island, and then we can figure out home for them. So let's just make up a couple of these. I've also just ran to the island and grabbed a stack of wheat so that we can breed these guys, because the way that we breed sheep and cows is with wheat, but we can also attract them with it, so they'll follow us. So that's one thing I'm going to show you as well. Let's just get these gates in so we can get back out, and we'll do one just here for this one. Okay, so let's go and grab these guys. So as soon as the cows and sheep kind of see the wheat, they'll come straight for it, which is what we want. So let's just try and grab a few of these guys and get them following us in one go. The main thing to start off with is at least 2 of each, because then we can breed them up. But so yeah, looks like we've got 3 sheep and 2 cows, so at least we can get this farm started. If we can get there quick enough so I can sleep as well. Just want to get these guys onto the island. Come on, cow at the back. Don't stall. Don't stall. There we go. There we go, we saved the night. So these guys should be making their way to the island. Let's go and grab this other cow that's making a run for it. As soon as he sees the wheat, he'll come back towards us. There we go, he's got us. There's ways you could make it easier for yourself, is maybe build a temporary bridge, just a 1 wide block bridge for them to walk across, but it's fine. It takes about the same amount of time to build it and then break down the bridge as we've just dragged these guys across, so it's all good. Come on, cow at the back. You can do it. There you go. Right, so let's work this out. We've got a sheep here. Let's push you over the edge into that pen. Let's get another sheep and do the same. Good. And do another one. You can guide these through the gate, so I'll show you that, but I just want to split these guys a little bit easier. So this is probably one of the best ways to do it. And then you can open up the gate, and these guys will block up the gate. Well, there you go. So that's why sometimes it's best just to have this little ledge. Come on, guys. And just push them over. Come on, you. In you come. And there we go. And then right-clicking with the wheat on the animal, so in this case the cows, they'll have some heart appears. So there's 1, and then 2, and then they'll do the thing of being inside each other's head. And then we got a baby cow, everybody, with the advancements, the parrots, and the bats, which we can hover over, breed 2 animals together. So that's how we're going to breed up some animals. We're going to leave the cows in this one. We're going to leave the sheep in that one. If you don't want these guys to track you anymore, just take the wheat out of your hand. These guys aren't going to follow you immediately, but make sure you quickly close this gate, because I'll always try and make a break for it. And we're going to do the same with the sheep. Just do the 2 for now, because there's only 3 in there. So there's no point wasting that wheat just yet. And there's a baby sheep, guys. That's the cutest thing you've ever seen, right? Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got our cows growing, we've got our sheep growing. We could go and get some more, because I can see another sheep there, so maybe actually we'll go and do that. So I'm going to do that a little bit longer. I'm going to see if I can find some more cows and sheep just dotted around, just to speed up the process a little bit for us. And then we are going to get some stuff built on this island as well. So I'll be back in a sec. So I was just walking past the pigs, and it just dawned on me. If you're wondering why we haven't managed to track the pigs, it's because they are attracted to carrots. And there's not a lot of drops that you can use from pigs. It's just pork. It's just a food source. So we're going to have a food source from cows and a food source from sheep, as well as other additional drops. So I never really worry about pigs. If you want pigs, you can. It's another food source, but you need carrots for that. So I managed to find ourselves another 6 sheep. So we're going to get a good bump up with the sheep now. So that's good. Managed to find literally the holy grail of sheep. Okay, so we've got those sheep in there, and another tip for you guys: once you're happy with how many sheep you've got into a pen, don't worry about cows for now, just when you've got enough sheep that you're happy with, don't have blocks next to the pen where a wolf can walk in, because wolf will kill sheep. So make sure you take away a block gap away from the pen so that they can't get into there. They can't jump, they just walk, so as long as there's space to walk across, then they will do it. Especially if you're in a forest and you can't control the whole area, then you definitely want to be doing that. We're okay on this island, we can see that there's no wolves on here, so we're fine. But yeah, you definitely want to break off any land attaching to the fences once you're happy that you got the sheep in, because many times I've returned to find a wolf sat in there happy that he's killed all my sheep. So we're just going to walk around this fence, just clicking where we can, making sure that we've got all the sheep, and they're going to breed up some more for us. I think we've got them all. Pretty much, yeah, we're good. So there's a load more babies in there. Can we do these adults yet? We can. And then we're going to get ourselves another cow. There we go, good. I didn't see any more cows, but we're good with that, that's fine. These guys are going to get our population of cows going, it's all good. So I've just jumped into spectator mode just so we can get a bird's eye view of this island for you so you can see what we're working with. And I do want to cut this thing in half. So I'm kind of thinking if I put myself in creative, we can see my crosshead. So I'm thinking that we want to have some kind of barrier across this way. And the main thing that we have at the moment is wood. So we're going to use wood to do that with. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. It's going to look nice. So we're going to have a barrier going through the middle and obviously all the way around the island. So let's go back into survival and let's have a snooze. So the way I'm going to make this barrier is I'm going to use these logs that we've got from these trees. And we're probably going to have to go and get some more, but that's fine. So we were thinking somewhere around here, right? Okay. So if we start... Now if it's 1 block high, the sheep and cows will get over. So we want to be at least 1.5 or 2 blocks high. So we've got this block here, we're going to put a slab on top of that, and then maybe next to it we'll have like a 2 block high, and then we're just going to keep on going around like so, and we're going to keep adding blocks just all the way along. Try and keep them a bit random where we can, and then we're going to add slabs on top of these just to break them all up, and we're just going to follow this all the way along, and then I think it should look quite nice. I quite like the idea. Okay, I'm back, and I've got something that I quite like. I quite like the varied height of it all. I've put some 3 high logs as well, just to uneven the top layer a little bit. I like it. I really like it. It's really cool. I've also added in a way for us to get in between the 2 areas, so I'm liking this. I think for now what I'm going to do, because I definitely don't have enough blocks to go all the way around, I think I am just going to make a load of fences at least, and I'm just going to fence all the way along the outside of this, and we'll come back a later day, probably with stones. I think would look better, and make an actual barrier around this island. I think that'll look nicer. We also do need to make another bridge connecting from that section over there, the wheat farm, probably from one of these islands here, connecting into here, so that we have a way in and out of this actual island, which I think will look pretty cool. I'm liking how we're having these separate islands for these different kind of farms. Okay, so we've got this side in. I'm just going around and I'm just trimming back the hill just a bit, just so that we don't have any cows getting stuck in between fence posts, just somehow glitching or anything like that. So I've just peeled this back a tad, give them a bit of space between the hill and the fence posts, and there we go. So I think it's time to get these guys over here. So wheat in the hand, and let's get our cows. So we're just going to break open the fence, get the wheat, and these guys are going to, happy as Larry, follow us. Bring them away from the gate a little bit, take the wheat out of our hand, close this up. This is your home now, guys. For now, until I have a barn place for you. Oh, bless. Free range cows. Okay, so I've got the sheep side penned in as well, so let's let these guys out. You're free, sheep. You're free. So we've got these sheep doing their thing now. And we've got our cows doing their thing as well. I've just recently bred up the sheep, so we've got a load of babbas running around, and same for the cows. So let's talk about what they drop. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sacrifice one. I'm sorry. We can do it before night time. So this guy's been selected. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if you... No, please don't do that. No. Okay, we'll choose a different adult. We'll choose this one. If we kill this one, he drops us some steak and leather as well. So we've got ourselves some raw beef. We can cook that up and that gives us steak, and we've also gained some leather. And what we can do with leather is eventually we can make ourselves some leather armour. So a hat, trousers, a top and boots as well. So that's really good that we can start to really protect ourselves with some armor in case we do come toe to toe with one of these skeletons that keeps rattling under here. So that's what we want to do with the cows. I'm not going to kill any more cows until we've got a good a good population of them. I love seeing these sheep on the hill. This is really cool. So I'm not going to do that until we've got a good population of the cows. But for sheep, let's go and have a look at what they do. We already know what they drop. And they drop us mutton and wool. And we can use the wool to make beds. We can also use the wool to make carpets. And you can also have different coloured wool as well. So let's get a flower of a different colour. This lily of the valley, that's going to be white. So I've got this yellow flower, as I've got there, a dandelion. We can turn that into yellow dye. And then what you can do with the dye is you can actually click it on a sheep and it will turn their wool that colour. So if we now kill this sheep, no, just that one please, we now get yellow wool. And then we can turn that into yellow carpet and also make a yellow bed instead. So that's where sheep are going to be becoming useful as well. So that's definitely the two useful of the animals is cows and sheep. I highly recommend that those are the two that you definitely get if you're getting animals, cows, sheep, 100%. Okay, bit of a jump cut for you guys. I've now got these shelters in. So we've got a lovely shelter here for our cows and we've got a similar one in for our sheep just here. I've also gone ahead and sort of done some texturing, so I've made it look like it's an area that gets used quite regularly by the cows. And we've also got some hay bales in here and some hay on the floor. So obviously this has no actual practical use for the cows. It just makes the area look a little bit nice, which we can go into spectator and we can see it's a lovely shelter and a similar one for the sheep. I really like it. I really like it. Oof, broke my ankle. So the thing that we're going to do next, guys, is we are going to get ourselves a load of leather, which we get from cows. So we need to get ourselves 24 leather if my maths works out. And the reason that we want that is that we can make ourselves where's it gone? We want to make ourselves a pair of leather boots, leather pants, a leather tunic, and a leather cap. And these are going to give us a little bit extra armor, as we can see just underneath where it says leather cap when on head, +1 armor, +3 armor, +2 armor, +1 armor. So that's going to give us a little bit of protection when we come toe to toe with a mob that wants to kill us. So first thing I'm going to do before I start killing some of these cows, I am just going to breed them up as well. So we've got some kids going, and then I'm going to kill off a load of the adults, get our 24 leather, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back, so I've got 25 of the leather now, so we can go onto our crafting table. We can make ourselves a pair of leather boots, a pair of leather pants, a leather cap, and a leather tunic. Perfect. And then we can go into our crafting section by pressing E, and we can add these on, and we can see down here on our hotbar that we have now gained a 3.5 levels on armor. So fantastic. We can also take this beef that we've now got and we can cook it up to make steak, which I've been using because I like steak better than bread. I'm not gonna lie. But it gives us an extra food source to use other than bread, which is good. So back at the cabin now, a little bit quieter from all the cows. We can get these steaks cooking. And I want to show you as well the campfire. So let's hold back 4, get these in the furnace. And then with the 4 we can actually place these onto the campfire and they will cook as well. So if you don't have a furnace and if you don't have fuel, then a campfire will cook those up for you and you don't have to add any fuel to it, they just keep going. So that's brilliant. So while our food is cooking up there, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, then please hit that like button. And if you're new here, then consider hitting that subscribe button so you know when the next episode comes out, which will probably be very soon. And my steak is ready, so I'm going to be eating that in a minute. Guys, my name is GingaNinja. See you next time. Bye.